Opening the Astra map, you will find out that you can collect 114 world exploration. For the first, start from the central left side of the map. To be precise, from the space rift called Northern Ring Ranges. A few steps to the right from the space rift, you will find a Dandelion. You need to attack it so the free papus will fly away. Now attack each Dandelion head until you will find the black nucleus inside. For the second, from the same space rift, turn around. This will allow you to find a blocked cave in the central part of the mountain wall. You need to attack its obstructed passage with a weapon that have the fire element. This will open the cave, allowing you to collect a black nucleus. For the third, reach the top left corner of the next upper area. Here you will find another Dandelion containing the black nucleus you need to collect. For the fourth, from the previous Dandelion you have to go downhill to the left. Here you will find a flower containing some oil inside. Light it up by attacking the flower with any fire weapon. As a result, the oil will burn out, revealing the black nucleus inside. For the fifth, from the previous location, you have to continue going downhill to the left. This time though, you will find 3 huge mushrooms. You need to jump once on top of each mushroom, starting from the lower one and finishing with the higher one. By doing so, in the middle between them will appear a black nucleus you can collect now. For the sixth, from the mushroom puzzle, you have to go to the left and then downhill. This will allow you to access a small island near the shores, where you have to check behind the pillars on the right. Here you will find another blocked cave that you have to open using a fire weapon. After the passage will be opened, you will be able to collect a golden nucleus. For the seventh, use the jetpack and climb on top of the central big pillar. From up here, look toward the other islands you will notice in the distance. Now use the jetpack in order to go higher, then go toward the left island and you will be able to find a gold nucleus in mid-air. Now it's time to start the second route, and for this you have to reach the central left side of the map. To be precise, you need to go back to the space rift called Northern Ring Ranges. Next, go to the left and reach the second exploration location. From here, you will need to start climbing the mountain wall. Keep climbing until you reach the higher part of the cliff. In this area now, check the Dandelion in the right corner. It contains the black nucleus you need. For the next location, turn around and reach the opposite corner of the area. Here you will find another Dandelion containing another black nucleus. For the next location, turn around and reach the building you will find in the central part of this area. Here you will need to climb on top of the central building using the back side. Then, double jumping toward the left watchtower, you will be able to collect the black nucleus in the midair. For the next location, you have to reach the buildings in the opposite side of the hilltop. A few steps before the buildings, look to the right and you will find a new Dandelion you have to destroy in order to obtain another black nucleus. For the next location, reach the space rift located in the top left corner of the same area. Now turn around, reach the watchtower and jump down to the left. Turning around here, you will find an obstructed cave in front of the mountain wall. Clear its entrance using a fire weapon and collect the black nucleus inside. For the next location, use the passage on the right side of the cave and jump down from 2 hills, where in front of 2 rocks you will find the oil plant you have to set on fire. Doing so will allow you to collect another black nucleus. For the 14th location, turn around and you will notice a broken tower. Immediately after jumping downhill here, you have to turn around. As a result, you will find an obstructed cave you can open using some fire and obtain the gold nucleus from within. For the 15th, turn around and look toward the watchtower. where on its right side you will notice an entrance you have to use. Then go upstairs, use the jetpack to reach the second level, and use the platform until you will find the entrance inside the central pillar on the right. Looking up, you will notice that the second half has a platform and you have to use the jetpack in order to reach it. Use the jumping pathway until you will reach the upper side. Now double jump and start climbing till the first support of the internal structure. Now look behind you and after double jumping dash toward the gold nucleus in the middle. For the 16th, jump down from the watchtower to the left. Reach the end of the overhanging, then jump down to the right. Well, here, near the shores, attached to the mountain wall, you will find the small cave that you have to open with a fire weapon in order to collect the gold nucleus within. Now use the surfboard and go to the right side of the sea. Here, near the mountain wall, you will find a bay. In its center you will find a black nucleus hovering on top of the water you have to collect and is the 17th exploration point. For the 18th, reach the central left location called the Astra Shelter. To be precise, start from its top right space rift called Shelter. Behind it you will find an hangar and you have to check its right side. Here you need to climb on top of the first overhanging. Then using the jetpack reach the second. Up here, near several boulders and a bush, you will find an oil plant. Attack it with a fire weapon so you will be able to collect the black nucleus hidden inside. Now from its location proceed further till the overhanging. Jumping down from it you will find an enemy enchantment. Now get on top of the main building and look to the left. Well, now you have to use the jetpack in order to reach the upper side of the red higher tree. This will allow you to collect a dark nucleus hidden inside it. Now from this enchantment and the three locations you have to go to the right. A few steps further you will find a blue plant. Around this plant you will find several blue creatures and you have to get close to one of them and pick it up. Now throw this animal inside the plant and it will give you in exchange a dark nucleus. For the next location, look around and you will notice another blue plant in the distance. Before going there, you have to climb on top of the overhanging on the left. Up here you will find a dandelion and you have to free the black nucleus hidden inside the dandelion head. Now jump down from the cliff toward the blue plant. Now search around for a blue creature that you have to throw inside it in order to obtain the gold nucleus within. For the next location, open your map and reach the training facility slightly to the bottom left. From this location, jump downhill to the left and you will notice a dark nucleus behind a fence. For the 24th location, start again from the training facility. This time though, use the right overhangings in order to reach the top of the hill. Then go to the left and you will notice another cliff you have to climb on top of. The easier way where to do so is on its right side, where you will find a location to recover your stamina. Once you get up here in the center, you will find a dandelion that has a dark nucleus within. For the next one, on the same hill, you will find a windmill and you have to climb on top of it. Now, from its center, use the jetpack in order to jump straight up and you will be able to collect a gold nucleus hovering on top of it. Now, from the wind turbine, jump toward the sea you will find behind you. Then, on top of the last but one overhanging on the right side, you will find a blue flower you have to reach. Toss inside it a blue creature in order to obtain a black nucleus. On top of the same hill you will find a tent and you have to jump to the right from it. This will allow you to find another tent with two red barrels. Not far from these barrels you will find a oil plant that you have to attack with a fire weapon in order to be able to collect the black nucleus. For the 28th location, you have to climb back uphill to the previous overhanging. But this time check its right corner where you will notice a blue plant. Slightly on the left from it, in front of the mountain wall, you will find another oil plant you have to attack with a fire weapon in order to obtain another black nucleus. Then go back to the blue plant and toss inside it a blue creature. By doing so, you will be rewarded with a gold nucleus you will be able to collect. Next, from the blue plant, you have to climb on top of the left mountain wall. This will allow you to reach a hill with a tent, but now you have to continue climbing the mountain on the right. From this side you will find several small overhangings where you will be able to recover your stamina until you will reach its top, where you will find a dandelion containing a black nucleus you have to loot. From here you have to start jumping downhill toward the sea. But use the jetpack in order to slow down your fall, because there is a black nucleus in mid-air. Keep falling down until you will reach the central part of the hill, where you need to solve a mushroom puzzle in order to obtain a black nucleus. Now it's time to reach the space rift called the Southern Ring Ranges under the shelter. From its location, turn around and jump downhill. This will allow you to find near the mountain wall the small cave you have to free with a fire weapon in order to obtain a gold nucleus. For the next location, go to the right, jump on top of the next hill and reach its right overhanging. Here you will find a dandelion you have to destroy in order to obtain the black nucleus within its dandelion head. At this point, reach the left overhanging and jump down. On the right side of the central tent, you will find another dandelion you have to reach and destroy in order to obtain another black nucleus. Then, in front of the tent, you will find also a blue plant. Toss inside it a blue creature in order to obtain a black nucleus. Now, looking around, in front of the mountain wall, you will find 3 pillars. Get on top of one of them, then use the jetpack in order to boost yourself on top of the hill. Once you reach the first overhanging, you have also to climb on top of the second one. Up here you will find a blue plant, so toss inside a blue creature in order to obtain a black nucleus. Now climb on top of another 2 hills. Then along the wall of the third one, jump to the right. Here, in the corner of the mountain walls, you will find a cave you have to free with a fire weapon in order to obtain a black nucleus. Now go to the right and travel along the mountain wall, until you will find a small hill you have to climb on top of. Immediately on the right you will find a small passage along the mountain wall that you can use in order to reach its top. Immediately after, look to the left and you will find a dandelion you have to destroy to collect another black nucleus. Look around and you will find another mountain wall. Close to it, on the right, you will find an oil plant you have to attack with a fire weapon in order to reveal the black nucleus you will be able to collect. Now jump downhill, staying along the mountain wall. This will allow you to find near a huge mushroom a small cave you have to open using a fire weapon in order to obtain a black nucleus. From here you have to go to the right and reach the end of the next overhanging. This will allow you to find an oil plant you have to attack with a fire weapon in order to obtain a black nucleus. Now it's time to move to the central part of the map. To be precise, you have to reach the ruin A01. From here you have to go to the right and after reaching the road, look above the water. This will allow you to notice a gold nucleus you have to collect. Now go back to the previous shore and look to the right. Close to the first waterfall, you will find a dandelion from where you have to recover a black nucleus. Back to the ruin entrance, you have to turn around and reach the cliff on the other side of the water, where behind the first yellow tree you will find a yellow plant you have to attack with a fire weapon in order to obtain the black nucleus within. Now in front of you, you will notice a rock formation and on the other side of it you will find a road. A few steps along this road will allow you to find on its right another oil plant containing another black nucleus you can free with a fire weapon. From here now you have to go toward the forest. Just a few steps further on the left you will find a cave you have to open using a fire weapon to obtain a black nucleus. From here you have to go back toward the location of the ruin. By just doing a few steps, you will find a dandelion you have to destroy in order to obtain a black nucleus. Now go to the left until you will notice a pillar near the road. Get on top of it, then using the jetpack fly straight up in order to collect the black nucleus hovering above it. At this point, looking toward the mountain wall, you have to proceed to the left. This will allow you to find an oil plant surrounded by yellow trees that you have to attack with a fire weapon in order to collect the black nucleus. Now look around and you will find a cliff you have to climb on top of not far from here. This will allow you to find a blue plant inside which you have to toss a blue creature in order to obtain a black nucleus. From the plant, continue going uphill until an enemy enchantment. Reach the opposite side of this small hill, then jump down. Alongside of these hill walls, you will find a small cave you have to open using a fire weapon and collect the black nucleus. Now look around and reach the chipped mountain wall. From its location, go uphill to the right. Immediately after, look to the left and you will notice a dandelion containing a black nucleus you have to collect. Now, behind you, you have to use the jetpack in order to reach the top of the first hill, where you will find a mushroom and you have to jump on top of it. Then keep climbing the hill until you will find another mushroom on top of which you have to jump as well. This will reveal a black nucleus on its right you have to collect now. Now jump downhill to the right and near a building on the left you will find a blue plant. Toss inside it a blue creature and as a reward you will receive a black nucleus. From the plant, look toward the building and then, using the left passage, climb on top of the hill, where you will find a dandelion you have to destroy in order to obtain a black nucleus. Not far from here, you have to jump down along the mountain wall to the right. This will allow you to find a small cave along the mountain wall you have to open in order to obtain a black nucleus. Time to go back to the central part of the map near the ruin A01. Now climb on top of the mountain wall to the left, then to the one on the right. Finally reach its peak where you will find a dandelion containing a black nucleus you need to obtain. For the next location, proceed further toward the huge mountain wall. At its feet on the left side, you will find a blue plant, inside which you have to toss a blue creature in order to obtain a black nucleus. Now proceed further along the mountain wall to the left, where, staying along the left overhanging, you will find a dandelion containing the next black nucleus. From here, look toward the end of the overhanging. This will allow you to spot on top of the next overhanging a small cave you have to open in order to obtain the dark nucleus within. At this point, turn around and you will notice on the right side a bridge connecting the two hills. Once reached, jump down toward the road and underneath you will find an oil plant you have to attack with a fire weapon in order to obtain a black nucleus. Now follow the road going toward the dome. Alongside of this road on the left you will find a dandelion containing the next black nucleus. For the next location, go around the dome until you will reach its entrance. A few steps further you will find an oil plant you have to attack with a fire weapon in order to obtain another black nucleus. From this location look to the right and go toward the arena. After a series of bushes, you will find another oil plant you have to attack in order to obtain a black nucleus. Now look to the left, and on the left side of the road you will find an overhanging. On top of it you will find a blue plant, inside of which you have to toss a blue animal in order to obtain a black nucleus. Now behind the blue plant you have to climb on top of the mountain wall. Up here, hidden between the bushes, you will find an oil plant to attack with a fire weapon and obtain the black nucleus. For the next location, climb on top of the small hill to the left. A few steps further, on the left side from a bush, you will find another oil plant to attack with a fire weapon and obtain your black nucleus. For the next location, go to the right and jump downhill, where you will find a series of yellow buttons that is part of a musical puzzle. To solve it, reach the right buttons and press the one uphill. Then the button on the central overhanging will be highlighted and is the next to press. Now turn to the right and you will find the next highlighted button you have to press. Now turn around and go to the left where on the ground area you will find the next button to use. Next press the second button on the ground level on the left. Now the puzzle will be completed, so you have to turn around and on the metal platform you will find the chest to collect. Inside it you will find a gold nucleus as your reward. For the next location, turn around and in the distance you will find a balloon with a face. Go in this direction until you will reach a river. In front of it you will find a dandelion containing the next black nucleus. For the next one, cross the river and jump on top of the right overhanging. Now using the jetpack, climb even further up. Go all the way till the peak of this mountain where you will find a blue plant. Toss inside it a blue creature in order to obtain a gold nucleus. Now look around and you will find several trees in the middle of the hill. At the feet of the yellow tree further away, you have to use the jetpack in order to find a black nucleus hidden between its leaves. Not far from here now, you have to get behind the building and jump downhill. This will allow you to find another overhanging, on top of which there is the dandelion containing another black nucleus. Now jump even further down and reach the river on the right. Looking on the left, behind the trees, you will find a small overhanging you have to climb on top of. Now turn around and look toward the stone fang you will find on the other side of the river. This will allow you to spot a gold nucleus you have to collect using the jetpack. On the other side of the river, you also will notice a dandelion. Attack it in order to obtain the black nucleus hidden inside one of its dandelion's head. For the next step, open the map and reach the training facility slightly to the bottom right. While going toward it, after you will jump downhill close to it, turn around. This will allow you to find along the mountain wall a small cave you have to free with a fire weapon in order to obtain the black nucleus. At this point, reach the training facility and look to the right. This will allow you to spot a dandelion containing the next black nucleus. Time to reach the top right corner of the map. To be precise, start from the Omnium Tower. From up here, jump to the right and reach the end of the waterfall. Using the jetpack, reach exactly the central part of its overhanging. This will allow you to collect a black nucleus hovering on top of it. Now check on top of the overhanging on the left side of the waterfall. This will allow you to find a dandelion containing the next black nucleus. Now turn to the left and explore the area along the cliff overhanging. After a while you will find an oil plant you have to attack with a fire weapon in order to obtain a black nucleus. At this point, turn to the left and you will notice a series of overhangings. On top of the first one you will find a small cave containing a black nucleus you need to obtain. From here go to the right and staying along the mountain wall use the left passage. At the end of it you will find a blue plant inside of which you have to toss a blue creature in order to obtain a black nucleus. From here climb on top of the overhanging in front of you, then turn to the left. Follow the road you will find here, and on the right side of the mountain wall you will find some chipped stones. You need to destroy them using the cannon artifact. Inside the cave that will be revealed this way, you will find an oil plant you have to attack with a fire weapon in order to obtain a black nucleus. From the previous location, you need to use the jetpack in order to reach the upper side of this cave. Keep climbing up until you will reach the last but one overhanging. Up there you will find a black nucleus inside the dandelion. For the next location, climb on top of the last overhanging. Here you will find a building and behind it on the right use the staircase. Reach the end of the passage and you will find a parkour pathway that will allow you to reach the upper roof. Next, climb also on top of the water tower. Double jumping in its center, you will be able to reach and collect a black nucleus. From the tower, looking to the left, you have to reach the last but one overhanging. In fact, in the left corner, near a tent, you will find a dandelion containing the next black nucleus. Now look down from the overhanging. This will allow you to spot a black nucleus you have to reach using the jetpack on top of the ventilation shaft of the mine building. From up here you have to jump down and reach the start of the staircase. Looking on the right side of it you will find a small cave containing a black nucleus. At this point go upstairs, jump over the fence and reach the water tower of the next enchantment. On the left side of it, use the tent attached to the other building in order to reach its roof. Now, looking toward the water tank, use the jetpack and above it you will find the dark nucleus to collect. From up here, look toward the lake. This will allow you to spot a dandelion near the overhanging that you have to destroy in order to obtain the next black nucleus. Now you have to jump down from the right overhanging. This will allow you to find near the right yellow tree a cave that you have to open using a fire weapon in order to obtain a black nucleus. From here you have to proceed to the left and get on top of the smaller overhanging. Immediately after, look downhill to the left, where you will notice a black nucleus you have to obtain using the jetpack. At this point, use the surfboard in order to reach the sand shores. Hovering on top of the beginning of this beach, you will find the dark nucleus to collect. Now it's time to visit the bottom right side of the map. To be precise, you have to check the left side of the mega arena. From its entrance you have to go to the right and stay along the shores. After the turn to the left, on the right on top of the water you will find a black nucleus you can easily obtain by swimming toward it. From here, look back toward the mountain wall and use the jetpack in order to reach its upper section, where in the left corner you will find a dandelion containing the black nucleus you came for. For the next one, use the jetpack and soft land on top of the crane. Reach its right end and climb on top of the first wall. Immediately after, start climbing the one on the left. Before reaching its end, use the right support in order to recover your stamina. Now keep climbing and after you reach the end of the wall, start using the support on the left. Once you reach its top, go till the next support in front of you. Then look down toward the next crane and you will notice the black nucleus you can collect by using the jetpack. Now land on top of the crane and look to the right. Here you will notice a hill you have to reach using the jetpack. On top of it you will find a blue plant inside which you have to toss a blue creature in order to obtain a gold nucleus. At this point, going toward the lake, you have to jump downhill. At the base of the next overhanging, surrounded by some trees, you will find an oil plant you have to attack with a fire weapon in order to obtain the next black nucleus. Now jump on top of the overhanging and go to the left until you will find a tower. Get behind the tank and enter inside the tower. Here you need to use the jetpack, then attach yourself to the left wall. Climb it all the way till the end, then turn around. Jump back inside and slow down your fall using the jetpack. This will allow you to collect the hovering black nucleus in the middle. At this point, it's time to visit the bottom right corner of the map. To be precise, you have to start from the space rift called Mega Arena. Behind it on the right, you have to reach the next overhanging. On the right side of the structure you will find here use the ramps all the way till the top. Next, jump toward the other structure on the right. From here finally you have to use the jetpack in order to hover on top of the tower you will find to the left. By getting on top of it you will be able to collect a black nucleus. Now go back toward the mine building and again use the ramps. But this time, instead of using the last ramp, you have to proceed further and jump down toward the other roof. Behind the corner, you will find a wooden platform going to the right you have to use. This will allow you to find an opened door, and entering inside this structure you will be able to collect a black nucleus. At this point, leave this enchantment and go toward the road uphill. Proceeding straight forward, after 2 overhangings you will find a small cave you have to open using a fire weapon in order to collect a black nucleus. From here now you have to turn to the right and proceed straight forward until finding a blue plant. Toss inside it a blue animal in order to obtain the next black nucleus. Looking around, you will find a road going uphill to the right. Hidden behind the small red tree, you will find an oil plant you have to attack with a fire weapon in order to obtain another black nucleus. Now look to the left, and you need to use your jetpack in order to reach the first overhanging on the right, where you will find 3 mushrooms, and you have to jump from the lower to the biggest one. As a result, between them will appear a gold nucleus that now you can collect. Now look to the left, where you will notice a tent, and behind it you have to reach the pipes. Immediately after, climb on top of the mountain wall and turn around toward a stone pillar. Using the jetpack, boost yourself to the last but one stone. Then, from the back side, you will be able to climb on top of the last stone. Now reach its central part, then double jump in order to obtain a black nucleus above. Looking around, you will find another huge mountain wall. Well, on the face of the left corner, you will notice a cave in the distance. Reach it and attack its entrance with a fire weapon in order to be able to collect the black nucleus hidden behind. Now use your jetpack in order to climb the mountain wall, and on the right side use the small overhanging to take your stamina back. Finally, reach the upper section of the mountain, and on the left corner you will find the dandelion containing another black nucleus. At this point, look toward the ocean, and downhill you will find a dry route. Directly below it you will find an oil plant you have to attack with a fire weapon in order to obtain a black nucleus inside. Next, turn around until you will notice a tent, and you have to check behind it. This will allow you to find a wooden platform, and you have to jump underneath it. This will allow you to find a small cave containing a black nucleus that now you can collect. Next, turn around and go along the mountain hill to the left. This will allow you to find a small sand shore. In front of its central part, hovering on top of the water, you will find a black nucleus you can easily collect by swimming toward it. For the next location, turn around and climb back up the hill all the way till the upper section. This will allow you to find in the right corner a dandelion containing the next black nucleus. Now look to the right, where you will notice a tent, from where you have to proceed further and jump downhill until the shores. Then, looking toward the mountain wall in its corner, you will find a cave you have to open using a fire weapon. Inside it, you will find a gold nucleus now you can collect. For the last location, staying along the mountain wall, proceed to the right. Using the jetpack, reach the upper side of the left hill. This will allow you to spot another rock formation, and you have to go on top of the first overhanging, where you will find a dandelion that contains the last black nucleus of the region.